Hey there, in the next 20 minutes, you are going to build your first AI agent using Relevance AI that autonomously enriches your contacts, your leads, and handles their enrichment process and logs them into a CRM. And currently for the CRM, I'm just using Google Sheets. This isn't any another demo. By the end of this video, you'll have an AI agent that really working for your business and can handle a complex task, I would say, and it would save you hours every week. If you're new here, my name is Jayesh Anmol and I help business owners implement AI systems that actually scales their operations. If you want any custom AI agent, but specifically for your own business process, I've got a consultation spots open this week and I have linked it in the description below. Now let's build the agent step by step. So here you can see this is an agent and I have given it the objective, guiding principles and enrichment status, where below the specific fields that are supposed to be it will be enriching upon, and it will be getting this filled in a Google Sheet. So now I'll just keep it aside. I'll just take it for the reference and I'll open the Relevance AI and just log in where I have already logged in, and if you have not, then you just need to create an account. And in this video we'll be using one of our tools that we created in one of my last videos. So if you haven't watched that video, I would just definitely suggest that you watch that video so that you know how to build different AI tools so that you can use those tools to give access to AI agents and they can utilize it and complete the task in hand. So now, as you can see, I have an agent and I have different agents. Now we'll be creating a new agent, and you can also start with the prompt up here, which is an AI to build AI agents. We are just going to start from build from scratch, and I'll just name this agent again. I'll just name it Clark as it is. So here you can use a markdown format where I have already checked the markdown format, where just type in hash and add space. So I'll just type in the objective, where the objective of this is to enrich leads and add it to the CRM system. And here's the prompt. And anyways, I'll be giving the whole app, or I would say the whole AI agent, so that you can clone it yourself. Here's the prompt. You are a leading expert in field of digital research, specifically experienced in gleaning valuable and accurate information about the individuals and organizations and all sort of different stuff. And the next thing would be the guiding principle, where the another way to add a markdown is just to type in slash and you will be able to select the formatting. It's similar to Notion if you have used Notion before, where I'll just choose the heading 2 and I'll just add in the guiding principle. So now I'll just add in the guiding principle, where I'll be showing you a step where it's important for you to know that how you can add different tools in steps. So here I'll just type in the step 2 and I'll show you how you can add different tools into and give it access to an agent. And in this one, we are going to use one of the tools that we have created in one of my last videos. And I would highly suggest that you watch that video and then continue with this one, because then it would be kind of an easy for you to go along. Otherwise, you can just use those individual AI tools that are already provided within the Relevance AI. Now I'll just type in slash so that I can get access to different tools. And for the tools, as you can see that we haven't added any tools. So we have to go into the tools and we have to add some tools. And you can see up here we have different tools we can choose from. And for this one, I'll be choosing the tools that I had before, and I'll just select the enrich contact. And one of the other tools, I guess, was to enrich the company. And I'll just search this one. And if I just type in enrich, you will get the enrich company. I'll add this one. And there's also, I guess, one more, categorize email. We'll select this one. And so we are just going to use only 3 tools, and I'll just add these tools so that we can reference it to our use in the chat, like in the prompt itself. And now if I type tools, I'll see that I have different tools. So now if a user has a work email and there is no information returned from enrich contact, I'll just type in, you must always use the and I'll just select from tool, enrich company tool. It is very, and now I'll just typing in the rest of the properties. So yeah, if you encounter any situations where you cannot source in further details about the, despite leveraging an approved resources and tools, you must make sure that to use other tools to find further details. And I've also added a note that never execute the Google Sheet. And I guess, yeah, we had to add one more tool here. We'll just add a tool, multiple rows, yeah, by Relevance AI. And I'm just going to add this tool too. And for the tools, you have to just also set up the tool, and you can just add in your account, where you just have to click add account. And this will lead to creating a connection with Pipedream, and you just have to give it the access so that you can access your Google Sheets. Well, I have already given the access, so I'll just choose my account. And the other things I'll also provide with this, where I'll just leave the drive as it is. I'll just set the spreadsheet ID manually, where the spreadsheet ID is the one here. Like after the D slash, we are going to just select the spreadsheet ID, and we'll copy this one and we'll paste in here. And also I'll select the worksheet ID, where the worksheet ID is the one, the G ID, where it is 0. And I'll just type in 0 here. And you can give the range for the notations, where I have already given the notations earlier, but like in the last run, it replaced the notations with the information that I was trying to get for myself, as I showed you in the run. So now, yeah, so that was all it. You can just save the changes. Make sure that you are saving the changes along the way, because it doesn't automatically save changes and you might lose your edits. Now I'll just add a note in the last, saying that you're very important. Your last step should be to always use the Google Sheets updatable, like Google Sheets update multiple rows tool. And I'll just add in the other conditions. And now we have to just select the model that we want to run it upon, where I'll be just using an O3 mini or O4 mini, because this is a lot of information and it has to make right step-by-step approach towards executing the whole flow. And thus I'll just choose an O4 mini, and I'll just save this. We'll just give it a run. We can just run it by here. We can also just run it up here, where I'll just give it my own name. And I guess I'm just make sure that I have set the tool right. Okay, I'm just using the correct spreadsheet ID, worksheet ID, rows, row values. Yeah. I'll just select just no, and my country and my company name should be Apex AI. I will just give it a run, and we'll see what it comes up with. It should come up with my LinkedIn profile, my company LinkedIn profile. And if you want, you can just add other information that if you want to, where right now I already have this information up here, and I guess it should come in the second line. And currently it's working. It's using the enrich contact tool that we made in our last video. And now it will be just going through and getting through the LinkedIn and all sort of stuff. So I'll just catch you in the end. So as you can see now, it has come up with my whole information about my company LinkedIn URL, my personal LinkedIn URL, my company size, the industry, what's the job title, country, and what kind of email it is, and all this sort of stuff. Where if I just show you the tool that I'm using, and I'll just open up the categorize email and the enrich company, which like I have not mentioned in my other videos. So here's the, okay, so I'll just open, okay, in the categorize email, I'm just providing with the email, which the AI agent will automatically categorize based on the email. And I have just given an LLM node where I say that you are an AI email expert in categorization and all sort of stuff. And I'm just giving the email and just taking the output. So for the input, you can just set it to auto run. You have to just set for all the tools, it's auto run. And for the inputs, you just set to let the agent decide. That's sort of like tool inputs. And yeah, so that's going to be the same. And where in the some things you can just set that manually, where I've set the Google Sheets account, the spreadsheet ID, the worksheet ID manually, and rest you can just make the decisions based on the requirement. So in 15 minutes, you have built an AI tool that can automatically research and qualify leads for your business. This is just a cool demo. This is a real tool that can save you hours every week and help you focus on the leads that are actually worth your time. Now, what we have built today is powerful, but it's just scratching the surface of what's possible when AI is properly implemented for your business processes. Where I work with businesses to identify and implement AI solutions that actually move the needle, just not flashy demos, but systems that genuinely improve operations and save real time and money. If you're serious about implementing AI in your business the right way, I would love to show you what's possible in your specific situation. The link in the description takes you to my website where you can book a free strategy call. We will look at your business, identify the highest impact AI opportunity, and I'll show you exactly how to implement them. Hit that subscribe button if it was helpful, and I'll see you in the next video where we'll be doing another practical AI tool or AI agent. And I'll be showing you how you can get around with the memory and variables and what are their use cases. So this was all it. I'll see you again. Until next time.